Disneyland has continued to create innovative, futuristic concepts that have been revolutionized how we see our media and for the past 100 years. In the novel Disneyland and Culture, Essay on the Parks and Their Influence, writer Mark I. West describes Disney as a mastermind, not only media products and recreation facilities, but also ways of looking at the world, making sense of our environment, interpreting history, and finding connections. Disney's constant innovation from movies to theme parks, and even advanced animatronics, have encouraged people to dream big. From a young age, I've always been interested in the creative side of Disney and how they're able to create massive theme parks and complex animatronics, but I never knew the impacts of the parks. Today, I'll inform you about Disney's impact of the parks and their importance to modern society. To do this, I'll cover three areas: the perception of real and authentic, Disney's cinematic environment, and the globalization of Shanghai Disneyland. First, I'd like to inform you about Disney's influence on design and perception. When you first enter Magic Kingdom Main Street, you're greeted with the buildings themed to idealize turn of the 20th century American small towns. The way they create the structures adds to the wonder of the filming and the theming of Disney. According to this Christopher Dalloy article, Designing Disney, Michael Graves, the architect of Swan and Dolphin Resort, which was voted 70 out of 150 top pieces of American architecture in a poll conducted by the AIA, believe that humor in architecture should be taken very seriously. To exploit on this notion, creating an illusion in architecture must also be approached with sincerity. Having sincerity in the concept allows for quality that establishes a sense of authenticity close enough to reality to be relatable. It makes interacting with the environment smooth without feeling left out. Creating a sense of nostalgia utilized throughout the uniquely Disney sense of fantasy, a nostalgia for play and for childhood, for simpler times and easier lives, for occasionally and ironically modernism in itself. In modern society, nostalgia ties each generation together. It allows us to connect with each other. For immersive buildings, Disney also mastered the cinematic environment to travel from Pandora to the living world of Toy Story. Almost all Disney theme parks have an area themed to popular films, with the Galactic Star Wars themed area in Hollywood Studios or the World Showcase in Epcot taking you from country to country. In the novel Disneyland and Culture, Essay on the Parks and Their Influence, writer Mark I. West said, Disneyland, as well as the subsequent Disney theme parks, have inevitably been shaped by the movie business, as we've seen demonstrated in the park's key icon, such as Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty Castle. The cinematic environment allows for a place to play together, a kind of set in which we might collectively participate in various ways in the thematic experience. In modern times, the ability to play in a creative environment allows participants to feel safe and involved, as they are more likely to feel that they belong. The power of synergized marketing, the company also has naturally sought to mine the appeal of the most successful films. It is natural for a business to create areas based on films as allows for a quick connection between viewers to a theme site. With Disney company creating theme parks worldwide, it was imperative to have a Disneyland in China. They were lucky to have two, Hong Kong Disneyland and Shanghai Disneyland. Shanghai Disneyland is a unique Disneyland, as its concept is different from any other parks. The novel A Localization of Shanghai Disneyland, written by Sung Ni Chen, said Shanghai Disneyland is purposely created to be different, under the authentically Disney and distinctly Chinese mandate. In order to survive and thrive in China, Disney carefully constructed Shanghai Disneyland as Disneyland with Chinese characteristics. The impact on this on surrounding society were the localization promotes a global company's interest in China. This allows the Chinese party state to indicate a transformation of traditional central peripheral roles, while non-Western countries were gradually empowered by economic prosperity. To Chang'e, to simply dropping Chinese practices in the United States into China is a narrow way of doing business. And if that does not work, we do not have a business. To make a smooth transition into the Chinese locals, it is necessary to deepen the level of brand recognition, to create entertainment programs tailored to local tastes, and develop new approaches to expand business scales and explore new business fields. Now that you know about Disney's impact, hopefully you'll be inspired to research more in your free time. I share Disney's impact on real and authentic perception, their cinematic environment, and the localization of Shanghai Disneyland. We were able to see Disney's innovative creative side of the business, allowing us to get a glimpse of the massive corporation and how they run. Next time you head to any parks, try to find an interesting and unique concept about the Walt Disney Company. Thank you.